The 8 o'clock bus works better some days, but not yesterday. Today, however, it seemed to work just fine. So we're here on YouTube. We are going to give people on Facebook a moment to get themselves back over here. So Carrie's going to go ahead and play our music, and we'll wait it out, and then hopefully we'll get a few people over.
Oh, there you go.
The 8 o'clock bus works better some days, but not yesterday. Today, however, it seemed to work just fine. So we're here on YouTube. We are getting the 8 o'clock bus works better some days, but not yesterday. Well, that was interesting.
I was talking about doing a rap. Well, sure enough, man, it was doing a rap.
Wiki. All right, welcome everyone. We are live on YouTube because Facebook was not friendly to us today, so apologize for that. But today we are talking about how we are all PAC gyms, which is rather appropriate given our current skill sets. So we are going to talk a little bit today about emeralds. So today our focus is on emeralds. Changing color, not as clear or sharp. Things are getting a little vague. Good to go, but need to do. Flaws are sometimes hidden or sometimes very obvious, but how many of us like it when our flaws are pointed out?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. So today we're going to do a little digging into when we feel or think that we're more emerald, in more of an emerald state, and what that looks like. Because as we said yesterday, it's not all about dementia. This is brain change, and our brains change with everything we do. So the visual changes that we have as an emerald, go ahead and show us if you are available, and go ahead and take a look down at your front. And if you spilled oatmeal, what's the problem? You miss it if it's up too close. Yeah. What else happens when you have that binocular field of vision?
I have to choose. I either see my computer and stuff and people, or I see my stuff on the table. I can't see both.
Yeah, and what happens when you're looking down?
Where are my glasses? Have you seen them?
Well, are they clear glasses or something else?
Well, they're the ones I wear all the time. I laid them down somewhere.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Hey, Teepa.
Yeah.
Are they the ones up here or somewhere else?
Why would they be on? Oh, well, how did that happen? Well, I guess I must have put them up there. I put eye drops in, and when I did that, I moved them out of the way. Isn't that ridiculous? Jeez.
Oh, yeah. So what happens a lot of times with emeralds? We have some confusion around what I'm noticing, what I'm feeling, what I'm able to see, what I'm able to do in the minute. And what is really happening around me, or what task I thought I was doing. Sometimes it's over and over and I'm doing it, or sometimes the task doesn't get done at all. And then we've got task or social. So Teepa was really focused on the social aspect of Zoom. And when she went to go look and see, the task kind of lost because, oh yeah, I was doing something and then it went out of my view. So emerald interests. So this is what do emeralds sort of like to do? Those familiar tasks, those visible tasks, things that I can see, but where do I have to see them? It's got to be right in front. Historic tasks and people and places, engaging with or helping others, finding important people or things. I like to have a job. What's the problem that happens when you give me a job though? Does it happen the way you want me to do it?
Not all the time.
Not all the time. And I like to be an adult. I like to be in charge of stuff. I like to feel like I'm purposeful and like I have value and meaning. Well, who doesn't like that feeling? at the end of a long day, how many of us really don't want to be that adult anymore and would rather just go amber and just be driven by sensory needs and dip into a bathtub and let the world slip away, and yet, dang it, I've got to make dinner. So we have these moments, and we're talking about how to help, learning the so what, learning when to say, you know what, this isn't going to move me forward. I'm going to let go of it. Is it worth it to bring it up? Because I can see the fault. I can see that Tifa's glasses are on her forehead. What good is it going to do if I point it out? How's that going to make her feel, and how's it going to make me feel? Yeah, I'm right, but so what? Subtle supervision, making sure that I'm there when I ask for a task to be done, but not necessarily taking over and doing, because I do like to feel valuable and effective. So when we think about this, I want you to just imagine for a minute that you have a 35-year-old woman in my home, and you, my husband, are getting a quarantine haircut. Okay? I ask, with scissors and comb in hand, how you normally start something like this that I have never done before. And you indicate the back of your head and recommend trimmers. So I start. What's the immediate reaction? What do you say? What happens for people when you get a haircut? What do you think happened for Dan, my husband?
Started telling you what to do.
Oh,
Not too close, not too uneven.
that might be for some people the reaction that happens. Yeah, that wasn't what happened here. Any other guesses as far as what happened? What did he do?
Oh, I know, because I know Dan.
Did he turn his head?
No, he was very still.
No, he was very still. So I was wondering whether we should put the house on the market for, so what do you think about if we had an open house on Tuesday?
Yep, and look at my face in this picture over here.
So did you want orange juice for, do I need to go get orange juice, or have we got some in the
So
fridge?
Dan, did you want a haircut or did you want to have a conversation?
Oh, well, I mean, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just doing what they do when you
get
get
one.
haircuts.
Pick one. You get one. And it wasn't meant to be mean, but that was my exact reaction. And that was Dan's exact. He wasn't trying to be obnoxious, but what happened? What part of the brain did he tap into? This is an old familiar routine for him. What did he start looking for? What do you do at the hairdresser?
Social chit chat.
Social chit chat. We were just chit chatting, and what was my brain saying?
Oh shit, I'm cutting my husband's hair.
Task focus, task focus.
Scissors, and they're sharp, and then I have clippers, and I have a comb in my left hand, which is not especially skilled. Are you seriously going to ask me to have a conversation right now?
And a kid watching.
And a kid watching. Oh, goodness. So what happened for me in this moment is it really was a choice, task or social. And it wasn't a choice that I made. Who made the choice? My brain made the choice. This was an unfamiliar skill that I was trying out using both hands. And we know, go ahead and touch your head, the whole top of your head, physical movement. I was having to make decisions, touch the front prefrontal cortex about every single thing. I was having to be logical and reasonable. I was having to start, sequence through, and get my hands to do things that they've never done before. And trying to make him not look like a maniacal person who's been stuck in quarantine for 2 months. So I was truly emerald in this moment because I could not have a conversation, not even a social chit chat that doesn't take any brain power, but it took just enough brain power that I wasn't able to do it. So now imagine that I'm an 85-year-old woman. I'm in my home, and you, my daughter or son, come in to help me cook dinner. Is that what it says? And I'm stirring a pot of water boiling with pasta cooking in it. What's your immediate reaction? What do you say? So what are some things that might tend to happen that might cause that same reaction for me?
My God, what are you doing?
Oh, mom, be careful, be careful. That's hot. Hey, be careful, mom. When you start, be careful.
Ooh,
There's no supposed to
Mom,
be in this
is the
water.
pasta finished? Hey, Mom, let me ask you. So, when you cook pasta before, hey, Mom, let me ask you a question. I'm the daughter from out of town who didn't realize Mom's brain has had some change.
so what do we often tend to do?
Which apparently Dan, the husband who's living in the house, didn't realize his wife's brain had had some change. Just saying.
Yeah. It happens. It happens all the time. And realistically, it's all about the moments. And the moments that you catch me in is the gem state I'm in. So what might be a way to respond rather than react when someone is doing something and you don't know? Do we always know what gem state our partners, our care partners, our families, our people, the people that we love, the people that we care for, do we always know what gem state? Am I wearing a big green shirt that says Emerald right now? So what do we use as an assessment to figure out where are you in this moment to help out? Any thoughts from the PAC team? What are some tools that we know of?
I think one of the things that my brain first went to as an extrovert, ooh, PPA. But then I went, wait, I gotta pause first and just see, because if I call to you, Mom, as an 85-year-old with a boiling pot of water, even if I do it well, hey, Amanda, or hey, Mom, is that going to be too much? And I just don't know.
So that pause, that time out before you even engage, before you even say my name to start this thing off. Great. Any other thoughts?
Well, that reminds me that you actually can do an assessment. Is this actually a dangerous situation? If she's just standing there, is this dangerous? So do I really need to rush in, or is it the no, no, no?
Yeah, so really pausing before you engage and then assessing the situation. Is this a so what situation? Or is this a situation that I need to carefully but clearly engage you in a positive way? Because I want to be really thoughtful. If I can't get in front of you, I probably don't want to call your name yet. So if I can get in front of you, even if it's a little further away or to the side rather than directly behind you, and say, oh, Amanda, that tells you right away, I want to see you, I'm here to see you, and I'm happy about whatever it is that we're going to do together, not what are you doing? Even social chit chat can be distracting if I'm doing a task. So I want to make sure if I'm going to come in and ask for your engagement because I've deemed this a dangerous activity, I want to be prepared to substitute myself and see if I can get you engaged in a social activity rather than the task that you're doing. So I need to be a little more exciting than I might be otherwise. Social chit chat ain't going to cut it if I'm engaged in a task. So thanks, team. So when are you in those emerald moments? So just think for a second, and we don't need to answer out. Just think for a second to yourself. When have you found the world getting very focused in where task or social is the only option? When, you know what, I want to, but the ones with the things that you do, they can't come out, and I don't, just leave it alone. I'm sure none of you have ever experienced this moment, and it's just me alone. But I bet there's some of you out there that have some experience with being in an emerald state. So thanks everybody for joining us today. We have had all kinds of issues that have shifted us probably well past emerald into more ruby. But we are still here, and we're still kicking, and we're still strong. We got some skills. They may not be super fast, but we are skilled, and we are willing to support you. Reach out to us if you've got questions or thoughts. And if you have a really good story about how PAC or TIFA has changed your life, reach out and go on Facebook and tell us your gem stories. We would love to hear your moments of Emerald that have maybe not been the most positive experiences, but ended up with a decent haircut. I didn't get a final picture. I should do that. I'll make sure I share that on Facebook too. So thanks everybody. Thanks PAC team.
Bye.